Good morning, people. I'm gonna crack me a nice juicy banger IPA courtesy of Nick Aarons. Thank you, Nick. Today is Gambler E38 day, so we need to resurrect that from our Gambler failures. Car has not been touched since we got it back here, but we need to lift for what we're doing. So if you guys have not been keeping up on what we've been doing lately, we're building a turbo stroker M20 E30 for a drag racing competition on October 1st. But you know, we keep doing other stuff here so we can stress ourselves at the end, but we're feeling good-ish about it. We're doing, if this car is rolling with an engine in it by this Friday, we'll be good, because I need to drop it off while we go do the Rambler. The car's not in here yet. While we go do the Rambler, drop that off at John's, so that when we get back, the turbo piping setup is done. The intercoolers and then the downpipe, or I'm going to call it the side pipe because it's going to come out of the fender, are all completed. And then we can just do, after that I think we'll have like 12 days left or something, and at that point it's just final installation of everything, get the wiring done, get it tuned. Hopefully Will comes back at some point from Mexico and isn't completely fucked with his arm surgery and can tune it. Or maybe I'll just learn how to tune a car and we'll tune it, and I'm sure that'll go great. But yeah, feeling good. The biggest thing that I'm worried about, which comes for this week, for getting it done for this week, which comes from this car, is the brake lines that we need to run. I've touched on it before. Remember, this car has no front hard lines at all. So we're gonna steal the hard lines from that car. This car doesn't have ABS anyway, and we're gonna be using a master that was set up for ABS. I don't know if it's actually different, but I got a T. We need to do some brake line fittings. This is stuff I've never done, so hopefully I can get Aaron to come by one night or something and show me. Hamish got help from Aaron.
On that, Aaron doesn't have a bubble flare tools.
So how did you do it?
He has a double flare, so I use double flare T and stuff. But that's
problems that I will solve when we get to that.
Yeah. I just remembered and I was like, shit, you know.
But we have this car over here. This was the convertible parts car that we had. A super nice car. It was on the road this year until it got hit pretty hard. It's on the other side. So we're gonna steal the hard lines. This is where I stole the master from already. And then I just cut everything right here. But we're gonna steal these. So I got this hard line that gets over to there, and then we got this hard line that comes right through there. So we're gonna steal those off this car, and then we also need the fuel tank out of this car, because the one that was in that car was small and bad. So the person that pulled that car out of a field was actually at the car show yesterday and talked to me about it. So he was pretty sure the car hadn't been on the road since like the early 90s. So I told him that I found paperwork from the late 90s, like emissions stuff from like 1999. He was surprised it was even that long. So this thing has like literally been off the road forever. They paid $100 for the car, so I did a better deal than them. But they bought it with an engine. I didn't get it with an engine.
BMWs just keep devaluing.
Yeah. But they were pretty stoked to hear that it's still kind of kicking. It was fun talking about the paint. They're the ones that it didn't come with a key, so they broke the column and stuck the screwdriver in it. So pretty cool. It's funny how it's always connected. It's one of like Zach's friends. I don't remember their names. But anyway, let's get on that. I think I think we're gonna take the shocks out of this as well, just because I don't think I have any E30 shocks. And yeah, that one's blown. That one seems okay.
It's there more than that one.
I think maybe we'll still just end up pulling them just in case. I have suspension. That's another thing we have to pull this week out of another car. That might be a Hamish task.
We don't want to hit up max speeding rod, right?
I don't want max speeding rod coilovers.
Okay.
For this car.
Okay.
I want it to be as soft as possible for drag racing.
That's a good point.
So, there's like some Bilsteins and H&Rs or something, iBox, some sort of spring setup on an E30 out in the yard that I had. I think we touched on this, but I needed the suspension off of that car, and this was the only other suspension I had to put back on that car, but now we need it off of that car. So yeah, so now I have to play musical suspension again. This seems to happen a lot with us. We should just buy new suspension more often.
Nah.
But you know, gotta cut costs where you can. We're gonna start working on this, ripping this apart, and then just seeing as we go if there's other things that we should take off. All right, you can see, car is gone. I'm still in the same beer.
So, yeah, you got a little blood in it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hit it on something. It's like, whatever. We got our gas tank out. It looks to have like newer stuff in it too, or just really clean things. I don't know a whole lot about E30 fuel tank stuff. This is a late model one, so the lift pump is the high pressure pump as well. It's the only pump. Out there is just a fuel filter. It's also a much bigger tank than what was in this. Had fresh gas. We got about 6 gallons out of it, so we're gonna put that in the old E38 Gambler right now. We pulled that. We pulled the rear shocks. We pulled.
Got the seats.
Yeah, I pulled the sports seats out because it just felt weird to scrap those. They're kind of junky, but they're there. And then just filled a box with other random stuff that felt like just shouldn't go away. There's a bunch of trim and stuff on it, but I had that car up for a part out for a really long time, and nobody wanted all the convertible trim stuff. So whatever. But yeah, I think we do like a little sweeping because it's kind of a lot of shit on the floor that we could sweep up, and then let's go see if the old Gambler E38 will fire up. I'm pretty sure the battery's dead, but we got jump packs for that. If you guys don't know this car, this is the Gambler E38. It is super cool. It's lifted on 31s. We took it to the Colorado Gambler this year, and it immediately failed. So let's see if I can grab a strut to show you. CJ, just gonna keep throwing him under the bus. This is who originally built this car. He's our buddy. It's who we bought it from. He lifted this car. In the rear, he lifted it by putting a 3-inch piece of Delrin on top of the strut, taking these studs out, putting longer ones in. When he put it back together, he did not put in this metal washer. So what happened on full extension, like if you were to droop the wheel, like go over a bump and it comes out, it sucked this rubber part of the top hat out of this metal part of the top hat. Just pulled it straight down. So then the strut was just, the shock part of the strut was just down here doing things, and the spring's just doing whatever, flopping around. And eventually we tried to fix it once on the road, and eventually just ejected the entire spring out of the car. So this actually happened before we left on the driver's side, and then we spent hours fixing it here, and we were just like, I hope he did it right on the passenger side. And we drove all the way there, made like what, 260 something miles? Oh, yeah. There's our ATF.
We bombed it too.
So this week, this week is the Rocky Mountain Rambler, which is a very Gambler-esque type thing. Canyon City, Cripple Creek area of Colorado, southern Colorado, and or south central, I don't know. The reason we had so many issues fixing it the first time was trying to get the strut back in the car with that 3-inch thing on top of this. Like, there just wasn't the space. We had this like fully compressed with spring compressors, and then after we got all the way down, then we zip tied it totally coil bound, and it was still a pain to get in and out, and it was very sketchy when zip ties started breaking. So I think our plan is to get the car in the air and then actually lower the subframe, work on the shocks, just mounting them to the body of the car, and then lift the subframe back in place. And then as we get close, we can put the bolts back in and then finish lifting it the rest of the way. I think it'll probably let us get it there.
I'm pretty confident.
I'm just wondering if like once it's installed, if it if like we can like keep pushing the subframe in, or if it's going to start lifting the car.
Like with the pressure from the shocks?
Yeah.
Let's not worry about that.
That would be the only thing.
Let's not worry about that.
Okay. But anyway, we think if we just add that extra space in there while we're working, it should make it an easier job.
And we just need the passenger side, right?
If you remember, we maybe forgot to tighten the bolt or the nut on top of the other strut.
Oh, that's right.
All the way. So I was thinking we might as well just drop the whole thing. I want to see how far we can drop it without actually disconnecting everything.
I agree.
So that we can
avoid work.
Yeah.
I forgot about all this.
We tried to fix it in many different ways with ratchet straps, and
I mean, it was very creative.
yeah, it just didn't work.
No.
But so what we're saying is there's these 4 bolts, bolt, 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 that hold the subframe to the body of the car. If we can just droop that down, then we can get some more length, so that when we're putting these shocks in, we just have more room.
It looks like too, unlike 3 Series, the drive shaft has a lot more room to go. So we should be able to get some good droop out of it.
Yeah, we'll see. I think we take the exhaust off,
Okay.
get extra space, and then we can take that heat shield off.
Doesn't look any worse for wear under here.
Mm-mm.
It's not like we took it off-roading though. Very lightly.
Yeah, I slammed it into the ditch, and Hamish was pretty sure I broke the radiator, but it doesn't even look like it hit the radiator.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think you touched it.
It pukes power steering fluid though. So. Oh, we did this. That looks new.
Oh yeah.
Or does it?
I think that is new. So we found the pan, but not the radiator.
Metal pans, or I mean steel pans.
The best.
And more resilient to the cracking.
Yep. We got a little bit of oil coming from the trans, but our ATF actually, it looks like it might be. Give that a taste.
Oil.
Oh, no taste. Alrighty.
Alright, we've disassembled quite a bit of stuff. I'm thinking we should be good now to droop it. We got calipers off, we looked at some other things, disconnected some sensors. I think it's good. Just gonna undo the center of support as well. Get a tad bit more space, but let's see if this idea is gonna work or not. It is a 21 if you're following along at home.
It is successfully drooping.
So the only thing about this compared to say like an E36 one or pretty much every 3 Series one is they seem to all be bolts, not studs. So lining this up might be a little bit difficult to get it back in is the only thing.
You just use extensions, you know?
Yeah, I'm just saying like when it comes down, it can like wiggle and move wherever.
Yeah.
Whereas if it had studs, it would like stay in line.
Move along it. There you go.
The diff has come down for sure.
Yes. So has the driver's side.
But oh, has it?
Yeah, the driver's side went down quite a lot. The passenger side is less like less stoked, but I saw it move.
Oh, I'm wondering if, oh, we're not going to gain any distance on this side yet because the strut's still attached.
Yeah.
But why isn't this side coming down?
I think it's just a little more stuck. Yeah.
Yeah, this seems great.
Yeah, I think this just like made it go really fast.
Yeah.
Going.
All right, guys. So we're gonna compress these down now. While I'm working on getting this set up, I believe we have some footage of the night that we made this super sketchy. Did we film any of
I
that?
don't think we got any of that.
You sure?
I have a picture of it, but that's it.
We were definitely filming. We were out there. You were filming.
We were busting ass to get down there.
But you still filmed stuff, I thought.
I don't think so.
Was it just Snapchat? Was all you did?
Yeah.
Anyway, we were using zip ties, and there was lots of sketchy stuff. So,
Chris's stroke of genius is this, though.
yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna put it underneath the strut. To pull it in. Might work a little bit better. And then it'll never be in the way of the spring.
Won't ever get stuck, is the idea. Also, on one of these, oh, it's not super stripped out. I mean, it's too short now.
Well, it's spun on the thing.
Yeah, but we had to cut one of these too, so gonna pick up another long bolt.
Or just send it as is, probably.
Just with two? Yeah.
As good as it can.
Much better than the last ones.
Shoo. Alright. Done.
Start it up.
If you're wondering why we're doing that, we welded those bolts in so they kind of act like new studs, and then this can just fit on. And then when we go to tighten them, they don't just spin. So, let's do it.
Good stuff.
Hello there, people. Struts are bolted in. So now we got to work on just getting the bottom bolts in. But this was the whole point of our plan, was for this part right here to make this easier. So the only slight issue that we're worried about is as we go back up, if the suspension is so stiff that it'll just start lifting the car up instead of lifting the subframe into place. So we will find out there. I think we're gonna probably be okay.
It's a heavy car.
It is a heavy car.
If we need to add weight too, we've got 6 gallons of fuel we can put in it now too.
It's true. And we got that water.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna figure that out now. Our dropping of the subframe worked great, except for one tiny little thing. The filler neck kind of goes through this arm right here, so this side's just been like sitting on the filler neck the whole time. But I don't think that's the biggest deal.
Doesn't seem like it's broken yet.
Yeah, it hasn't broken, and it was only slightly an inconvenience when we were trying to get it set up. So, yeah, I think we get this side in first because it's fighting us more, and then go from there.
Chris, you want to set the scene?
All right, so our worry is happening, and it's compressioning. Oh, it's also hitting the body right there.
Well, that's sick.
Is it like not in the right place?
I think it's in the right place. I think it's just a result of it being dropped.
Yeah, that just needs to get back over that. I wonder if that's also some of our issue. Well, this will pull it over that, so we're good.
Okay, but yeah, it's
just not far enough, and it's like right now you can see like there's my finger underneath the lip. So Hamish is going to get in the trunk and jump up and down while I spin the impact and hopefully suck this up.
Yeah. We figured we'd go to real time though, just in case something dumb happens.
Yeah.
All right. Getting on the car.
All right.
How are we looking?
That's done.
Nice.
Oh, the other side's like in place.
It sucked it in?
It's like all the way up.
Nice.
Maybe we try to get the front on this side then.
Okay. Do you think lift it then, or?
Alright, it's not very lined up.
No. Right there.
Maybe I can get the back in more.
It's weird the back would be lined up, I guess because it's drooped.
It's not very lined up. I feel like no.
Nature type.
It's up there. So, if we've got those two in, even if it's cross-threaded, I feel like it's still got to be close to centered.
All it needs to do is go up.
Yep. So you want to try it with the thing somewhere?
Like jump on it, or?
No, like just lifting the thing up.
I think the pole jack is maxed.
Is it?
Yeah.
Should we come down on the lift slightly?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, not bad. Oh yeah, it's gonna line up just no problem. If the car goes down. There's room for me to jump.
Well, the bolt might work.
That's true too. Dude, I'm feeling pretty good about this.
This is definitely how you work on the Gambler E38.
Yeah, it's also going like fairly well.
Yeah. All right, she's outside. I did a little practice does burnouts. We put some substantially smaller tires on the back. Saying fuck it, I'm just gonna go until it pops.
Hell yeah. hit in the face with some tire. So did the camera.
Sick.
Yeah.
We grabbed third there at the end.
Yeah, you did. Jesus.
It was pretty sweet.
I just noticed there's a hole in my car.
What?
You see that in the door?
The fuck you do?
I have absolutely no idea where that came from. Yeah. But we're killing it.
We found out it leaks quite a bit of oil when you do that. So we're thinking maybe just oil pans, or maybe tighten those bolts a little bit. I think we put that bottom oil pan on. Or it didn't have all the bolts or something, we ran more in.
I don't know.
Something, I remember. But yeah.
It's safe to say it's ready. That was our test.
Yeah. I was gonna say we just needed to clean it up and it'd be ready, but then we made it substantially dirtier.
Yeah.
When it broke the license plate off.
Oh yeah. It was kind of violent, dude. I got hit in the face pretty good.
You gonna be okay?
Oh, I'm fine, but it was like those tires popped with some force.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of good dust. Pulled off a screw cert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was wildly cool.
It was. I think this has been a good video.
Yeah. There's a few more things the car needs. We'll probably put some more off-road lights on it. We need to put a mirror on it. We're gonna get the exhaust tightened up, top off fluids, get it packed up. But you guys already saw us build this whole car, so probably just gonna, with this car, we'll see you Friday on the way to the ramp,
Hell yeah.
which we are gonna trailer.
It's a good idea. We learned last time.
Yeah.
Well, goodbye everybody.
Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm still like in awe that it's good. I'm glad our fix was easy.
You grabbed third there.
I grabbed third. I was in like the manual mode, so I was pushing it.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, so it was in second like pretty much the whole time. And then I was like, man, I'm barely even touching the brake. Let's see if it'll pop third, and just like popped in, and it was just like 90.
Shit, oh yeah.
So
It's a beast.
yeah.
Alrighty.
Didn't get hot.
No. Didn't give it a chance to.
Yeah.
Some smoke in there.
Is there?
Yeah, you open it up and smoke came out. No, it's not picking up on the camera too well, but yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Sweet. It's gonna be a good weekend.
Yeah.
I'm excited. All right. Well, thanks for watching that one, and see you in the next one.